Hello. I'm recording this in late January of 2026. I'll probably schedule it for maybe early February of 2026. We're about to begin the year of the fire horse according to the Chinese zodiac, which begins on February 17th, 2026. Before we begin the reading, I just wanted to let you know that before I hit record, when I was sitting in silence, closing my eyes, I saw an image of the pyrite crystal. And so I wanted to go over that with you. It may be significant for someone. So let's learn together about the pyrite crystal, sometimes called fool's gold, which makes me think of the Fool card in the Tarot. You're likely at this point of your journey, at the beginning point, perhaps the 0 point, it makes me think of the Fool card in the Tarot. A new cycle is beginning. And I am, like I said, recording this in January 2026. A new beginning of a new year, right? Okay, so I have a book here. Excuse me. It's called The Pocket Book of Stones, Who They Are and What They Teach. It is by Robert Simmons. Let's learn about the pyrite crystal. Here's an image of pyrite, 144 when I looked up. Okay, excuse me. Keywords: masculine energy, manifestation, action, vitality, willpower, creativity, confidence. The chakras: solar plexus, the third chakra. Element: earth, physical. Supports male reproductive health, aids in fighting infection. Emotional properties: encourages mastering fear and taking assertive action. Spiritual properties: promotes positive attitude and strong resolve, banishes negativity. All right, let's read on. Pyrite is an iron sulfide mineral with a cubic or octahedral crystal system and a hardness of 6 to 6.5. Its name is derived from the Greek word for fire. Isn't that appropriate? We're in the year of the fire horse. Okay. Important deposits are in Italy, Spain, and Peru. Perhaps those countries are significant for you. Pyrite is excellent for increasing the power of the third chakra in both men and women. It imparts an immediate increase in vitality. It enhances willpower, assisting one in overcoming bad habits and establishing new patterns of health and positive energy. New patterns. That's significant. We're at a new beginning, right, as a collective. It aids one in overcoming anxiety and helps one establish a can-do attitude about whatever one has decided to attempt. It can screen out negative influences and give one the courage to banish them. Pyrite can be a helpful tool for balancing polarities and creating harmony within the auric field. Pyrite stimulates creativity in art, mathematics, sculpture, architecture, science, and other disciplines. Maybe you are interested in one or more of these disciplines that I just mentioned. It feeds the qualities of ambition, commitment, and persistence. It increases mental clarity and focus. It supports one in taking assertive action and developing the inner warrior for the benefit of the community. Now that makes me think, the word warrior makes me think of the Nine of Wands in the Tarot, often described as the wounded warrior card. Also, the word persistence makes me think of the Seven of Wands card in the Tarot. And of course, the Strength card. For men, it enhances masculinity and supports the sublime and enthusiastic expression of male eroticism. Pyrite harmonizes with zincite and carnelian for male sexuality. I have a carnelian stone right here, crystal. Prehnite, Heliodor, Libyan gold tektite, golden labradorite, and citrine help pyrite strengthen third chakra energies. Here's a citrine crystal that I have, heart-shaped citrine crystal. For grounding purposes, pyrite's ideal companion is hematite. Okay. All right. A useful crystal with healing properties that balances out the solar plexus, aiding with confidence, a can-do attitude. It enhances willpower, helps in overcoming bad habits. I'm not liking the word bad here. It seems quite judgmental. But we all know what they're saying here. And establishing new patterns of health and positive energy. Okay. So you may be at this time experiencing potentially some anxiety. This is a new beginning. The ego that wants to protect us and keep us safe and because of that wants to keep us in the old paradigm, the paradigm of fear-based thinking. And so you may be at this time experiencing bursts of anxiety. Maybe old thought patterns are arising within you. Maybe you feel a case of nerves out of nowhere for no reason that you can pinpoint. This is likely happening because, again, we are at a threshold point, a very transformative time, transformative new beginnings are on the threshold. So, just a reminder, you are not alone. We are all in this together. A lot of sensitive souls may be feeling these frenetic energies arising out of the blue. And maybe sometimes you may struggle with mental clarity and focus because, again, those old paradigmatic thoughts may surface because the ego wants to keep us safe in the familiar. Okay. Let us begin. Let's look. Okay, this is the Sufi Tarot. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Son of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, stability and having faith that the seeds that you've sown are in fact bearing fruit, will in fact bear fruit. It's all happening behind the scenes. Your spirit team, whatever term you use, it's being taken care of. All right. And there's a horse. There you go, a horse. But right now, the horse is just relaxing, not in any rush. Same with this person here. Not rushing, having faith, in receptive mode, in resting mode at this time. But considering that the year of the fire horse is about to begin, that we're on the threshold of new beginnings, momentum is liable to pick up in your personal life. Especially you'll be able to feel the contrast between how you've been feeling leading up to this pivotal moment of your journey. Okay. So hold on to your faith, your inner knowing. Regardless of what is on the surface. Okay, Daughter of Cups. This would be the Page of Cups, an increase of optimism, enthusiasm, dreaminess. Okay, Page of Cups. Beautiful scenery here. 11:11 when I looked up. This is a transformative cycle. So you may be seeing ones 111, 11:11. The Page of Cups. Okay, so that makes me think that if romantic love is one of the blessings that you are manifesting, one of the seeds that you've sown, this new cycle, well, it's in the card. The energy of love is present. And look at that, more cups energy. Ace of Cups, love begins. Self-love and potentially romantic love. And the cup is overfilling. The water is spilling from the cup. You've learned to pour into yourself. Have regained more energy, feel more vitalized. Vitality was mentioned about the pyrite crystal. You may be feeling more energetic, enthusiastic, because you've learned to listen to your body, to get grounded. Maybe you focus on your breath when you do feel anxious. So you use breath to center yourself. Maybe you meditate, spend a lot of time in nature, perhaps near water, or just take a bath to calm and soothe yourself, focusing on self-care. And because your cup of love is now full, you have the energy and the space to welcome in new loving energies as well. And seeing the green background here makes me think of the heart chakra. And now looking at the blues makes me think of the throat chakra. And also this image here, she is playing a musical instrument. So perhaps you express yourself musically. Perhaps you are a singer, a musician. You use your throat chakra somehow to express yourself creatively. And she's all alone on the beach, so that makes me think, yes, you're spending a lot of time in solitude, in hermit mode. And she looks content. So you likely cherish your alone time, have learned to enjoy your own company. And even if, for most of your life, you did consider yourself a lone wolf, so to speak, it's during the time of going within in hermit mode. Really self-reflecting, healing. You've come to appreciate even more your alone time. Anything else from this deck? Thank you. The Hierophant. Pir. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. P-I-R. Makes me think of the Hermit card as well. Spiritual wisdom and strength. Inner peace. Inner calm. Yes, it makes me think that. And I may have mentioned that. This looks like a peaceful scene. You are enjoying your alone time. Enjoying your connection with spirit. You've learned to strengthen and nurture your experience with the divine, with your own divinity. You've gained, through all this time in solitude, gained even more wisdom, insight, spiritual strength. And that makes me think of what I said about the throat chakra. And this being the Hierophant card. That through your personal wisdom and experience, you can help support others in some way by using your throat chakra. And I'm noticing the blues here, indicating the throat chakra. The Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings. The beginning of physical manifestations. And I'm noticing the rabbit here. And whenever I see rabbits, I think of fertility, abundance. So the word fertility, that makes me think, and also abundance, of the Empress card in the Tarot. The Five of Wands, competition. More likely competing thoughts, like I mentioned when we were reading about the pyrite crystal. Competing energies and thoughts may be arising within you at this pivotal moment of your path. The past and new energies agitating with one another. Okay, Page of Wands. Yep, optimism, hope. And I'm noticing the two cardinals here, the two red cardinals, making me think of the root chakra. So yes, you are feeling likely more stable, at peace within. And I'm noticing the two cardinals, making me think of love. Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. The beginning of love. Not only self-love, but welcoming in a romantic love. We have the Emperor. More red. Stability. Becoming more and more the leader of your life. You know that you are sovereign, that you are a creator, co-creating a beautiful life with the universe. And I'm noticing the scrolls in his hand, making me think again of the throat chakra, of expressing yourself somehow. Maybe you enjoy writing. Maybe you are a writer, or that may be one of your lifetime dreams. Spiritual authority. Looking at the Hierophant card and the Emperor makes me think. Inner authority. Being the leader of your own life. And also, with all the wisdom that you've gained, all the experience, you're able to share and support others. But right now, you are likely in a resting period, as we may have mentioned at the beginning. The Four of Swords. You're resting and rejuvenating. Getting prepared for new energies. The Knight of Pentacles, more stability. You are manifesting stability. And we saw the Seven of Pentacles earlier at the bottom of the deck. You have indeed sown the seeds of stability. As well as love. You've sown the seeds of love. The Moon. Many things may be hidden at this time. A great sense of mystery. Anticipation and mystery. You can feel it intuitively, however. That big changes are about to occur in this new timeline of yours. Oh my. More stability. You have the Ten of Pentacles. This truly is a pivotal time. You're on the path of creating a legacy. The Ten of Pentacles. Legacy, inheritance, community. Lots of material rewards and stability. Okay. Anything else? Whew. Yep, you are. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Self-sufficiency, prosperity, luxury. Financial independence is in the cards for you. In this new chapter of your life. Because you have a firm foundation within. Looking at the reds, making me think of the base chakra. You're manifesting a life of ease. And you don't have to figure out the how. Just continue to rest, get playful. Seeing 2-page cards. Tap into your inner child. Continue to nurture your inner child. Get creative, get playful. Rest when you can. I lost my train of thought. Let's continue. Continue to look forward into the bright future, holding the vision. Ships coming in. Your ships are coming in, and they're going to be big ships. You have the Three of Wands. Keep holding on. Despite what your mind may try to convince you of, whatever feelings, conflicting feelings may surface within you, continue to hold the vision, your intuition will not lead you astray. Source would not lead you astray. Source is communicating with you through your intuition. Through the synchronicities that you are noticing, potentially at a more heightened frequency at this time. I was talking about the how. Spirit is taking care of the how. All you have to do is, as best as you can, continue to hold on to your faith. A mustard seed of faith. Rest. Get playful. Create. Ace of Pentacles, confirming the Ace of Pentacles. Investment, material gain, opportunities. Yep. You're manifesting. In the physical, all the seeds that you've sown. Making me think back to the Seven of Pentacles that we saw at the bottom of the deck before we began. Having the faith of a mustard seed, the size of a mustard seed. Yes, we mentioned the inner child already, and looking at the Page of Cups. Six of Cups, generosity, gifts, inner child, nostalgia. Continue to nurture your inner child. And stability may be one of your lifelong dreams, because potentially when you were a child yourself, it's whatever happened impacted your sense of safety. I'm hearing that saying, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, but I'll just put it out there. You'll probably know what I'm talking about. You may have felt as though the rug was pulled out from under you. So it was quite traumatic for you. It may have been a number of traumatic events that shook up your world when you were a little child, that made you feel unsafe, unstable. We have the Queen of Swords, intelligent, truthful, reasonable. You've learned to get honest with yourself as you went in to know thyself. And you are much better at pulling back when you experience conflicting feelings and thoughts. to be more of the neutral observer. You're able to, as they say, cut through the BS. You use both your heart and mind to make decisions. You balance the two. And now we have the King of Wands. Loyal, dynamic, assertive. A lot of leadership material or energy. King of Wands, passionate. The Emperor, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, lots of leadership qualities. The Hierophant. Okay. A little over half an hour. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a card from the Psychic Tarot. I'm using the Pocket Edition. Closing message, please. Look at that. That's no surprise. We read about the solar plexus chakra when we were reading about the pyrite crystal. There you go. Your self-worth, your can-do attitude is strengthening. Oop. The Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal. But I'm looking at the image here, making me think of the Hermit card also. This Hierophant card, going within, gaining spiritual strength, developing your relationship with Source, seeking support from Source, your spirit team, when you're feeling conflicted, worrying, anxious, surrendering the burdens to Source for healing. Okay, beautiful. Yep, this is 21 universe, the world. A stable, loving, new timeline. During this time of rest, you may at times feel discontent, bored. Keep holding the vision. There's still hope within you. I'm looking at the rainbow down here. You're persevering, persisting. Yeah, passion ignited, yes. You're feeling more passionate. We've seen a number of, there's a lot of Wands energy in this spread today. Passionate new beginnings. Emotional loss. think we already mentioned how old thought patterns may be arising at this time. And it is a good time at this pivotal moment to grieve if the feeling arises within you. To grieve, to honor all those experiences that played a role in getting you to this point of your journey. Balance is being restored. This is the Justice card. And we mentioned earlier how you may be seeing ones. 111 or 1111. There you go. Let's stop it there. Balance is being restored. Trust. Hold on to the vision. Have a beautiful, stable, loving journey. Take care.